So after renting a Camaro in my previous video, link down in the description, I have decided to go on a rental spree to check out other cars in the market. So I have made a conscious decision to go for Koreans. I did have an experience being in them, back in the back seat of an Uber. So I have never drove them. I decided, the heck, I might as well rent them and give you guys some insight into it. When I was handed over the keys, when I opened the door and I sat down inside it, I was welcomed by the intro on the dashboard with the sound saying, Hyundai. It's like whenever you turn on PlayStation, I was kind of was mesmerized by it. Hyundai. And I was mesmerized that the seats themselves move into whatever position. Like you don't have to adjust them, to just move in within your comfort. And whenever you drive the car, right? That's a bit, that's most intriguing to me. When you turn to the left signal, it shows on the dashboard the blind spot camera of you turn to the left. Well, you don't even have to check the rear windows or any windows at all. It's truly a cinema. So I decided to take it to a highway, same way it did as Camaro, right? To test out its maximum limit. Mind you, the rental company put a speed limit on it. But I didn't care. I was like, I might as well break the rules. So I took it to the highway on the way to the airport. And on the way I have noticed that you can change modes, driving modes. It had Eco, Comfort, and a Sport. Bad boy Sport. Yeah. But I didn't know you could change modes in your newer cars. As my Camry didn't even have it. Like it always drove in Comfort, probably Eco, to save the planet. So I decided to change the Sports to feel any difference. Unfortunately, I didn't feel any difference. Just drove the same. However, it's a different story when you rent a Kia K5 2022. I was first surprised on the interior design. So especially on the driver's part. It didn't have a sticking out arc on the door, just pushing your left leg in. That's the same way does a Hyundai does, right? So I had more leg space in the Kia. Also, the steering wheel design was ergonomically designed well, so you can like hold it in any position. Unlike Hyundai, like on Hyundai, you cannot even hold it on the down parts because it's whole metal stick pushing around it. You can't even touch it properly. Most importantly, is the sports mode itself. Oh boy, it's a huge difference compared to Hyundai. I didn't know like they were under the same umbrella, right? So I thought they were always a different company. So I was a bit surprised when the dashboard was same. I was like, what's going on here? So I looked it up on GPT and said under the same corporation, right? But apparently like Hyundai makes Kia as a sporty version for younger people. That's why it probably had a better sports mode. And it had a turbo engine, 1.8 liters. So you could hear the noise whenever you do launch control through the road. And it felt satisfying. And it definitely was accelerating as it should be on the highway. All in all, I would have taken Kia over Hyundai any day. But there is this small little bit problem in the Kia. Kia, it has like when you change the gears, that thing, right? The model. It has a circular. So you have to like rotate the circles, rotate the modes to get to where you want. Imagine like I'm driving on driving mode. I need to quickly switch to reverse. I have to switch it 2 times anti-clockwise to get to the reverse. It takes time, like wastes 5 seconds of my time. Unlike Hyundai though. Hyundai has a buttons. Like you press buttons and they change like within instant seconds. Yeah, Kia bit is a bit annoying. Annoying as fuck, I would say. Bonus section. So me and my cousin Azamat decided to look around online for any second-hand Camaros I could afford. And we found one of them, so I arranged a meeting with the seller. It was a sexy blue Camaro from 2019 for about $30,000. It's a bargain. Because my Camry is 25,000, so I could add an extra 5,000 to it. which is not hard to find. I could borrow it or earn that money. Uh, so eventually, when we met the dealer, he was trying to sell it hard, like put on the whole salesman mode. He was saying like how much attention he gets, and that his wife is jealous because of that. That's why he's selling it. When I went inside the car for a test drive, inside the cabin on dashboard it says no airbags with the big capital letters. I asked him, why is there no airbags? He just smirked and just ignored it. When it was the time to check the VIN code of the car for any accident history, my brother looked it up online and it showed the US auction website. Because most of the US cars are imported from the auctions in Kazakhstan. And it showed a completely demolished car. Like, completely demolished. Like it fell down from Empire State Building. Completely demolished. So my bro Aza, right, he said, yo, you have to drop the price down to 5,000. So we can exchange my Camry to his without paying any extra. He was stubborn. He did not want to go down. So we parted ways, took his contact number, and we went home to have dinner with my dad for some negotiation. Yeah, dad asked, how was it? We showed him the crash picture cars. I was like, with the deaf, blank face. Hell no. And after that, I was so depressed. I was like, hell no, it is what it is. Because I looked around under this budget where I cannot find any cars that are not demolished. Most of them are demolished with around $30,000. The ones that are not demolished are like $50,000, $40,000. Or you have to import it from the United States, which is going to take 3 months. Yeah, and the story is going to continue in the next video. Hold on, you subscribe, put notifications on. I will see you guys soon.